We all wait for the right time, the right mood, the right chance. But what if the right moment never knocks? This is the story of a young woman who learned that sometimes you don't need a perfect moment, you just need courage to begin. In a small mountain village surrounded by tall pine trees lived Sasha, a simple school teacher with a big dream to open a small library for children. The village, hidden among misty hills, had no library, no books, only stories whispered by the elders near the bonfire. Sasha wanted to change that. She believed that books could open doors even when mountains closed paths. But Sasha had one habit. She kept waiting. When I earn more, I'll start. When I get support, I'll build it. When the time feels right. Days became weeks. Weeks turned into years. That dream, one shining bright, became a quiet ache inside her. Every time Sasha walked past the old empty shed near the school, she imagined it filled with books, laughter, and children reading. But then reality spoke louder than hope. She did not have enough money. She didn't know where to start. And more than anything, she was scared of failing. Every night, she looked at the stars above the mountains and whispered, "Someday I'll begin." But someday never came. The children in the village grew older, and her dream grew colder. Sasha felt trapped not by the mountains, but by her own hesitation. One morning, as Sasha walked to school, she saw a small girl sitting under a tree trying to read a torn, faded book. The girl looked up and said, "Miss Sasha, I read the same page every day because I don't have another one." That moment hit Sasha harder than any storm. She realized the truth. She was waiting for a perfect time, while the world was waiting for her. That evening, she made a decision. She took a deep breath, looked at the empty shed, and said softly, "It may not be perfect." But this time, Sasha cleaned the dusty shed with her own hands. She gathered old newspapers, torn notebooks, and even used textbooks from the villagers. She painted the walls with the leftover paint from her school. Children came to help. One brought a broken chair, another brought a few pages from an old storybook. It wasn't a grand library, but it was alive with laughter and hope. When the first child picked up a book and smiled, Sasha's eyes filled with tears. That moment was not perfect, but it was real. Months later, a local traveler visited the village, saw the library, and donated boxes of books. Soon, Sasha's little shed became a mountain library that every child loved, and all of it started not when things were perfect, but when she stopped waiting. Life will never give you a perfect time. The rain will fall, the doubts will whisper, and the fear will follow you everywhere. But remember, imperfection is not the enemy. Inaction is. Start with what you have, where you are, with whoever is willing to stand beside you. Because even the smallest step on a rough mountain path takes you closer to your dream than standing still on a smooth ground. The truth is simple. You don't need perfect moments. You need brave ones. If Sasha's story touched your heart, take this as your sign. Stop waiting. Begin today in your own small way. Subscribe for more videos.